I want to welcome all of you to today's training. Before we get started with the training, we're actually going to go over the details of our project for any of you that are new, that are seeing this for the very first time. After going over the details, you're going to have enough information to give us your opinion on what category you see yourself in as far as building the business with us. And so what I'm going to do is give you a little bit about my background, and then we're going to get into the details. So just to let you guys know, my name is Julian, and prior to getting involved with this project, I was a senior systems engineer. I was working roughly 80 to 90 hours a week at my job. I was averaging 50 to 60 flights a year, which put me in a situation where I really didn't have a lot of time for myself or my family. Good fortune came my way. I was introduced to this project by my first mentor in this industry, who shared with me a system that allowed me to build this business around my crazy work schedule and enabled me to come home to my family and, most importantly, become the type of father that I felt my daughter deserved. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get myself out of the way so I can play a quick 2-minute video that's going to give you an overview of our project. And then afterwards, I'm going to come up and we're going to talk about the details. So let me get this started.
Right now, someone is watching TV, shopping online, sharing on social media, scrolling a news feed, cooking, turning on lights, texting, paying with a credit card, and someone is definitely making a phone call. Now, imagine earning income through your very own business every time a customer pays a bill for services they're already using anyway. With ACN, you can. With a 27-year track record of success, ACN is the largest direct seller of telecommunications, energy, and essential services in the world. Today, we operate in 27 countries and have offices throughout North America, Europe, Latin America, Asia, and the Pacific. We're constantly evolving our portfolio of products to stay ahead of what millions of consumers and businesses need and use every day. Now, ACN has added identity theft protection through ID Seal to its suite of essential services. Thanks to ACN's innovative mindset, we're just getting started, and the world is taking notice. Inc. magazine also recently recognized ACN as a private titan, a designation reserved for the largest and most iconic privately held companies in the world. This is your opportunity to establish your very own ACN business, offering the essential services that people and businesses already use every day, and an opportunity to get paid every time they pay a bill for these services. It's your life. Imagine earning an income on your own terms. That's what ACN is all about, and now you can be a part of it.
All right, so the video does a great job just giving you a broad overview of how this works. What I'm going to do right now, like I mentioned, is I'm going to go over the details of the project so that you can have enough information to make a decision on where you see the value in this opportunity. So as I bring up these slides, what I want you to do is pay close attention to one thing so far, and that is that ACN is not a startup. ACN has been in business now for several years. We have an established track record. We've been around since January of 1993. We're in 27 countries on 5 continents. We did over $4 billion over the last 5 years and growing. And we've acquired millions of customers dealing with essential services, both for the home and for the business. Services like cell phones, high-speed internet, bundled services, television, energy, healthcare, security and automation, payment processing, and identity theft protection. And these are through companies that are household names, companies that you're familiar with, like Dish Network, DirecTV, companies like Vivint Home Security, companies like Spectrum. These are companies that have partnered with ACN because of our unique business model. See, most service providers use media and internet marketing in hopes to attract customers. It's expensive, and they don't really recoup the costs. And so what ACN does is goes directly to the customer, bypassing the expensive forms of advertising. And what that allows us to do is it saves the customer money, it saves the company's money, and in turn it allows us as independent business owners to participate in getting paid every single month when customers pay their bills. One of the added benefit of saving money through our business model is the fact that we can give more back. And we're able to do that through our charity project, Feeding Kids, in connection with Feeding America here in the States and Food Banks Canada up north. When a customer is acquired, a child gets fed. And when you get involved with ACN takes care of the heavy lifting. They take care of the platform. It's a turnkey business where where you start wherever you're located, and you can build remotely and in person, but you can expand your business globally from right where you're at, being supported by the infrastructure through ACN. And the startup cost to be able to get all of that support and that platform is only $199. That takes care of your personalized website, your online and marketing tools, your business and tracking and reporting, your customer support, and it also allows you to get ACN perks that gives you the ability to earn money when you spend in retail locations, online and in person that you already probably shop with. And what's really great is as your business expands into multiple cities, states, and even countries, the overhead monthly expense to build business with ACN is only $25. Plus, on top of that, you get your own online business that is ready and accessible at your fingertips wherever you want to build in person or remotely. Plus, ACN allows you to get compensated in some pretty powerful ways. And I want to share with you how that works. The first way we get compensated is what's called personal monthly customer bonuses. You have the ability to earn bonuses when you gather customers with ACN. Your first three bonuses, or first three services, is going to pay you out a $75 bonus. Two more services will earn you a $200 bonus. And then from that point forward, every three additional services will pay you another $200 bonus. And there's no limit to the amount of times you can do that each calendar month. On top of that, when your customers start paying their monthly bills, you're going to receive a percentage, and that's called personal residual income. You have the ability to earn 3% to 20% on all the monthly commissionable revenue coming from your customers' bills. And as you share this opportunity with others, some will actually decide to become business partners and be a part of your team. And you have the opportunity to earn bonuses that are paid out weekly when team members acquire customers, ranging between 50 and as high as 350 extra dollars. And as your team members' customers pay their bills, not only will your team get paid every single month, but you'll earn an overriding residual income. In other words, you'll get paid 4% on all the monthly commissionable revenue coming from your team members' monthly bills. And as you and your team gather more customers, you'll be able to earn positions that will allow you to increase your customer bonuses, increase residual income, and take vacations all around the world. And what's very attractive about ACN is the support. ACN takes care of supporting you with training online, presentations online and in person. You have the opportunity to plug into regional events online and in person because you're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. And so the next steps are also simple. We're going to lock arms with you and show you how to enroll as an independent business owner, how to utilize the support system that I mentioned, how to participate in training and start acquiring customers. And from that point forward, we're going to help you to generate and not only develop your personal business, but help show you how to develop your teams. And so from at this point, most people have enough information to determine what category they see themselves fitting in. Whether you're a category 3, which means you love the idea of supporting a friend or family member and becoming a customer, we want to thank you for your support and your business. Whether you're a category 2, which means you're interested, but you have a few questions, and we're going to help you to get your questions answered so you can make the best decision for you and your family. Or you're a category 1. This makes sense to you. You love what you saw. It's simple. You trust the person and invited you on, and you want to partner with us. Well, if you're number 1, we want to tell you welcome to the team. Now, for those of you that are for those of you that are 1s and 2s, what I highly recommend is sticking around for the training so you can learn exactly how this works. For number 2s who are interested and have questions, this is where you're going to get all of your questions answered. And if you're ready to get started, this is where you're going to get the roadmap to having success in building your new business with ACN. So let's go ahead and get started with the weekly training. Now, we want to go over what this is going to be as a blueprint. This is going to show you exactly what you need to do step by step in a system so that you can scale your business and you can build with anyone who decides they want to lock arms with you. The first thing you want to do is to get your ACN business started. And the way you do that is you go to your ACN back office, or you can go to acncompass.com, and you can watch the getting started videos on everything from setting up your direct deposit, from setting to personalizing your storefront and becoming energy accredited. Everything that you need to be able to get your business up and running is going to be in those YouTube style videos that you can watch at your leisure so that you can get started in your business right away. And then from that point, we're going to focus on the foundation of your business, which is going to be your mindset. Mindset is everything. And if you have the right mindset moving forward in the ACN, applying the system on top of that, you're going to get the results from as countless people have before you. And the first component in having a solid mindset is to determine the reason why you're doing this business, whether it's to have time with family or to pay off some bills, whether it's to help with college education for your children or to help your parents, a family vacation, or to give more to charity. My reason why was to be at home with my daughter instead of working 80 to 90 hours a week at my job. Whatever it is, you want to determine that, because that's going to be the foundation that pushes or drives you to build a business outside of what you do full time. And then you want to start to build a mindset of a business owner. You understand that business owners make decisions. Business owners understand that there's a learning curve, that there's an emotional roller coaster attached to business as well as life, and to keep an even keel, to develop the right mental attitude, to understand this is not selling, this is sorting, and that some will, some won't. So what? We move on to the next, to identify who's looking for us, to have long-term thinking, and to never quit. And then as we build that mindset, we move into building the business. And building the business starts with your list. And the way we develop a list is we start with what we call warm market, or people that you know. And in doing so, in developing this list, you want to make sure not to prejudge, because our job isn't to convince people. We're just going to expose them to what it is that we offer and let them tell us how they want to participate in the program. The third thing in this step in building the list is you want to contact everyone as soon as possible. Speed is it's an extremely important component to building the business. And then step 4, we sort. And sorting allows us to identify the people that are looking for us. Now, the great news is there's a simple approach to be able to connect with anyone on your list, whether that's people from social media, people from your cell phone, people from your hometown, wherever you know people, your gym, however you know people, you're going to be able to connect and contact them without feeling uncomfortable, because we're going to ask everyone one simple question. We're going to ask them for their opinion. We're going to ask them what they think about the opportunity. And in asking people for their opinion, you're going to get a lot of eyeballs on the opportunity. And by getting a lot of people looking at the business, we're going to be able to sort through people that look at the business and figure out which category they fit in, category 1, 2, or 3. And see, 90% of the people that see this business are going to fit into one of these 3 categories. And so the more people, the more sets of eyes you're able to get on the opportunity, the more people are going to be able to tell you which category they're in, which means the more people are going to enroll in your business as customers and as business partners. So now that you kind of understand the process, the system that we use, you want to understand one more thing. Professional sort and amateur selling convince. Sorting is fun. Convincing is draining. You want to be a professional, listen, sort, and move on. And remember, it's all about the timing. People will join when the timing is right. Some will, some won't. So what? Hey, some wait. None of that really matters. All we have to do is sort and identify who's next, and the right people will show up to want to build this business with you. And so with that being said, what I want to do right now is get right into the training about customer acquisition. And we're going to be talking about personal residual income. And so when it comes to building your personal residual income, you want to make sure you're knowledgeable about these services. And we're not going to talk about that today, but what I want to do is I want to give you a resource where you can become knowledgeable about these services. You can go to acncompass.com and you want to click on products, And what you'll see is you'll see every single service that we offer through ACN, and you'll be able to click on those services and get into detailed product overviews on those services, how they work, and what you can expect from those providers. What we're going to talk about today is how to acquire customers. And the first thing we want to do in our mission in acquiring customers is to become our own customer. And the reason you want to do that is because it's going to build belief in your services. It's going to train you on how to become a customer step by step. It's going to get you paid on your services, and it's going to give you the opportunity to have free services through referrals. Not only that, but it's going to get you qualified to start earning income right away. Referring or getting your first 3 services totaling 7 points, or your first 2 services totaling 12 points, is going to help you to become a position called Customer Qualified, or CQ, and you're going to earn your first $75 bonus. And there's some exciting bonuses that are on the table that are specifically for the month of November. And there's some great product promotions as well. And so I want to talk a little bit about the product promotions. ACN's providers have increased points to allow you to earn residual income faster than ever before in the month of November. Increased points are across the board for ID Seal, for Zoom Energy in the United States and Canada, for Flash Services in Canada, Fluent in Canada, and Flash Mobile in the United States. And on top of that, Fluent is doing a special limited time offer for points. They've never done this before, where the points were 5 points to get a new Fluent customer, but now it's 8 points for new Fluent customers for residential and business. DirecTV is doing something powerful. With their DirecTV Stream product, they're doing for unlimited and premier customers, they used to be 3 points, they're now 4 points. Choice customers that used to be 2 points are now 3 points in the month of November. And for traditional DirecTV, the Choice, Unlimited, and Premier packages that used to be 3 points are now all 4 points in the month of November. Plus, Sphere is doing a meet or beat program where both IBOs and merchants can each receive a $250 Visa gift card if Sphere cannot meet or beat their customers' current processing rate. So it's a win for you, and it's a win for your potential customer. And then there are some powerful programs for referrals that are happening with our providers as well. Flash Services is doing a refer a friend program for the customer and for the IBO, where you can earn a free service for every 5 Flash Services, internet or internet home phone customers. And then ID Seal is doing a Get 5, Get Rewarded, where you can receive a bonus that's equal to the cost of your annual ID Seal subscription. ID Seal Titan's doing the same thing in Canada. Zoom Energy is doing their Power Up program, where you can refer 12 plus residential, natural gas, and or electricity customers, and you can receive a bonus equal to the average commodity charges. And then Flash Mobile in the United States is doing a refer a friend program where you can earn a free line of service on your personal account for every 5 Flash Mobile accounts acquired. So there's a lot of point promotions, a lot of ways to accumulate points fast in the month of November to increase your percentages and to increase the amount of personal bonuses you can earn by acquiring customers. And then there's a special fast start bonus for new independent business owners that have a start date in the month of November as well. New independent business owners can earn up to $300 and more. And what you need to do in order to do that, the first thing to earn the $300 is qualify as an executive team leader within your first 30 days with at least 15 points coming from your organization, and you will earn an executive team leader bonus of $300. And the and more part, let's talk about that a little bit. ACN has put a special bonus on the table where once you've qualified for the executive team leader bonus, you are now eligible to receive an additional $200 bonus every single time a directly sponsored independent business owner gets to executive team leader within their first 30 days. So that happens within yours. So once you become an executive team leader, any person that you've directly sponsored that also becomes an executive team leader in their first 30 days is going to earn you a $200 bonus. They have to be directly sponsored, but there's no limit to the amount of times you can do that in the first 30 days. And so let's talk about what these points are, because ACN is increasing points in the month of November. And how does that help you in your business to earn higher percentages? Well, because everything is on a point system as it relates to customer acquisition. So when you gather customers, when ACN sees your customer points tally from 1 to 39 points, you're going to earn 3%. When you gather more customers, your points increase. When you have between 40 and 59 points, you're going to earn 5% personal residual income. 60 to 99 points is 10%, and you can earn as high as 20% on your personal residual income by having 200 plus points. Now, I want you to think about that for a second, because a lot of these services are worth 8 points. A lot of these services are worth 4 points. So what you can do is by gathering those types of services, you can get to the 200 point plus mark relatively fast, just by sharing the opportunity and allowing people to decide to become your customer. Now, there's a 7-day game plan that's going to help accelerate the launch of your business. And we highly recommend that you get with your mentor or sponsor to follow this game plan. And the way it works is we're going to help you to become customer qualified by gathering your first 5 services. And then we're going to help launch your business with a private business Zoom, which we're going to talk about in a second. And then through that, it's going to help you to get promoted, which is going to qualify you for leadership training and for your first paycheck in the business. And by repeating that process, it's going to allow you not only to become an executive team leader, but again, it's going to allow you to earn those extra $200 bonuses as people come in and partner and get their ETL promotions as well. So that's a little bit on personal residual income. What we're going to talk about next is how to acquire overriding residual income. So we're going to talk about overriding residual income as well. So if you take a look here, we're going to talk about team building, and building a team is going to help you to generate overriding residual income. Remember, overriding residual income is residual income you earn on customers that your team members have referred. So let's take a look at this. So the way overriding residual income works in ACN is you get paid through levels of residual income. What is a level? A level is when you introduce someone to the business and they introduce someone to the business. When someone is introduced, they fall on one of your levels. For instance, if you were to introduce me to the business, I would fall on your first level. If I introduce someone to the business, they would fall on my first level, but on your second level. If they introduce someone to the business, that person would fall on their first level, my second level, but your third level, and so on and so forth. So as people introduce people to the business, ACN keeps track by identifying which level they fall on for you. And based on that level that they fall on, ACN is going to pay you a percentage of residual income. So if you take a look here, through 5 levels of residual income, no matter how many customers someone acquires on that level, you will earn 4% residual income as long as you have a minimum of 75 personal customer points acquired. So you want to get 75 personal customer points knocked out right away. And here's what's really exciting. As you build a business with your team members and more customers are gathered and more people are referred, when you reach the position of regional vice president and higher, not only do you get paid on all 5 levels of residual income, but ACN will now pay you on level 6 through infinity on all the customers that come into your organization. So levels 1 through 5 are essentially just the tip of the iceberg as you build this business, but they still allow you to earn pretty substantial income as you build your organization. And again, the fastest way to build a team is to follow the 7-day game plan by gathering your first few customers, becoming your own customer, learning how the services work, having a Zoom meeting, and then leadership training and your first paycheck as well. And what we're going to do is step by step walk you through this process so you can see how simple it is. The first step to building a team is having what we call a soft opening. And what we're going to do is set a date that we're going to have this event. And then we're going to text the person that invited you so that you can pick a time that works for you and them. And then we're going to make a list. And this list is special. This list is of your closest contacts, your family, close friends, close coworkers, people that we consider flat tire friends, meaning if it was 2 o'clock in the morning and raining and they had to come get you, had a flat tire, they would get out of their warm bed to get you. And the reason why we want this special list put together is because we want to be able to share what we're doing with your closest people before we announce it to the world. So it's going to be a soft opening. It's going to be exclusive, only for people that are really important in your life, so that we can get their opinion on what it is that we're doing before we announce it to the world. And so then once we have that list, we're going to invite, and we're going to use what we call the great news or announcement approach. And then we're going to schedule call time that works for your contacts, and then do a 3-way call with your contacts and your mentor. And in that 3-way call, your mentor is going to invite them to the exclusive soft opening event. And so here's what that's going to look like, so you can have an idea of the text message we're going to send out. We're going to send out, OMG, I'm really excited. I have great news. When do you have 2 minutes to talk? The purpose of that message is just to tie down a specific time that we can get a hold of that person, you, your mentor, and a 3-way call with that individual. And then once we have that time scheduled, what we're going to do is we're going to do a 3-way call with your mentor and invite them out to this special soft opening. Now, the next part is when your business is having a grand opening. And so what we're going to do is we're going to set a date just like we did before, and we're going to schedule your private business Zoom date time now. So you want to text your mentor sponsor and schedule a time for that right now. Take a second to do that. And then with this particular event, we're going to make a list of everyone. Think of a grand opening for a business. Who do you invite? Everyone. So we're going to invite everyone to your grand opening. We're not going to prejudge. On your list, we're going to have business owners, people that have experience in this industry, people that are real estate professionals, basically everyone. And so what we're going to do is we're going to reach out, and the person who has the most exposures wins. Remember what I said before. All we're going to do is ask for their opinion on what they're seeing. And people are going to tell us what category they fit into. And so 50%, just to get the right expectations, will respond. The bigger the list, the more customers and business partners will identify themselves through it. Your goal is to get results right away. And so we're going to help you to do that immediately. And don't forget, our goal isn't to convince or sell. Our goal is just to expose and ask what category they see themselves falling into. And by doing so, you're going to identify people that want to be in business right now. There's a lot going on in the world right now. People are looking for an opportunity. People are looking for a place to pour into, a place where they feel valued, and they can see that here in ACN. And so we want to schedule your private business right away so that we can get you up and running and successful right away. And with that being said, we're going to go into the last part of this training, and it's the training events. This is the X factor. The training events part of our system is the thing that will accelerate your business. It'll help you to have more success in a shorter period of time by really relying on these events. And so the first event that I want to touch on is the wake up call that we do Monday through Friday at 8:55 a.m. Pacific time with this meeting code here, done by Senior Vice President, Mr. Al Thomas, where we have guests that have been tremendously successful in multiple areas in their business, and they show up in the morning to give you nuggets on exactly what to do in your business in the very beginning so that you can have results right away. And then we focus on promoting. A lot of people think we're in the cell phone business or the health share business, or we're in the security business. We're not. We're in the promoting business. And if you can get yourself out of the way and promote the events will build your business. The events will build your belief. The events will build you. So we started the soft opening, like I mentioned before, where it's the closest people, exclusive, so we can get their opinion before we do the grand opening or the private business Zoom, where we invite everyone so that we can find out what category they fall into. And from the people that partner in the soft and the grand openings, we get them rolled into the training event that you're a part of right now, so they can understand the system and what it takes to win in the business. And then what really takes us to the next level is the international training event or the co-founder led training. And what happens at that event will accelerate your business 6 to 12 months ahead of people that do not attend. And so you want to make sure to get plugged into the next one that's coming up, March 10th through 11th in Fort Worth, Texas. That is the Elevate event that's happening. And we're so excited about what's taking place because this is going to be the first event, a breakout event for the year. So we have the opportunity with the November bonus that ACN has placed on the table to close out the end of the year strong and get prepared in the first quarter for this huge event that's going to be taking place and taking your business to the next level. So with that being said, we're done. I hope you got a lot of value out of today's training. You want to get with your mentor or sponsor, make sure to schedule your soft opening, your grand opening, get trained, get your first few customers, get qualified, and get promoted to executive team leader so that you can take advantage of everything that ACN has in store for us in the month of November. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing each and every single one of you over the top because we know the bottom is way too crowded. God bless. Have an incredible rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next training. Take care, everyone.